There are things to know before you move into Space Coast. Are you Space Coast curious? Maybe it's the beaches, the moving space and defense industries, or the idea of living somewhere that still feels authentically Florida. Relaxed, sunny, and full of opportunity. Let me tell you, this isn't just another coastline. Here, rockets light up the night sky. Communities are growing with purpose. And a new generation of Floridians is finding balance between the high-tech careers and laid-back living. I'm Menchaca, your Space Coast realtor. Around here, people say I'm launching lives and building dreams, and I take that to heart. In this guide, I'll walk you through everything you need to know before moving, from neighborhoods and cost to schools, jobs, and lifestyle essentials, so you can decide if Brevard County truly fits your future. Let's talk about neighborhood feel and micro markets. Before we get into details, let's get oriented. The Space Coast stretches across multiple cities and micro markets, each with its own unique energy. Up north, you will find Titusville. That's where I live. We have Port St. John next to it, and Scottsmore, where life revolves around rocket launches and Kennedy Space Center, and Canaveral National Seashore. Many homes here are older, but they're full of character and close to incredible nature. In the central region, Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, Merritt Island, and Rockledge area have all charms. Just think surf shops, mid-century homes, and friendly neighborhoods where everyone gathers for lunches. Farther down, little bit south, Melbourne, Palm Beach, Satellite Beach, India Atlantic are where you will find lots of growth, shopping, new construction. Melbourne and Riviera future master plan communities and job hubs, while Satellite Beach and Indianapolis offer peaceful ocean view living. My advice? Explore each area in person. This is the only way you will feel the difference between these districts. You want to know about housing cost? When you understand geography, then you will see the financial side and what is actually cost to live here. As of late 2025, the average home value in Brevard County is hovering around $340,000 to $355,000, depending on the source. Homes typically spend about 60 days to 80 days on the market, that's today, suggesting a stable environment rather than franchised bidding wars. You remember, during pandemic, that's what was happening. Not right now. Right now, our market is pretty much stable. The rents of a nice house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, about $2,000 to $2,500. We have ocean view and new builds, and those ones, they command the higher prices, of course. For condo buyers, it's essential to understand milestones, inspections, and structural integrity. Reserve studies. Their post-surface safety measures apply to buildings 25 to 30 years old and must be updated every decade. Always review HOA financials carefully. There may be surprises that you don't know. And again, don't overlook insurance. Florida's property market can be very tricky, but features like impact windows, new roofs can help you earn wind mitigation credits and lower premiums. What about the jobs? Jobs in the Space Coast has a lot of opportunity. This area has one of the most dynamic tech and aerospace ecosystems. SpaceX, Blue Origin, Northrop Grumman, L3 Harris, Lockheed Martin are just a few of the powerhouses driving the local economy. And if your background is in engineering, software, cybersecurity, logistics, or manufacturing, you will find endless openings here. Most positions require US citizenship, and many call for active or obtainable security clearances. SpaceX operates major launch and recovery facilities at the Cape, while Blue Origin builds its massive New Glenn rockets nearby, literally across the street from each other. Yes, I drive there every day. Down south in Melbourne and Palm Bay, Northrop Grumman and L3 Harris anchor a tech corridor filled with high-paying, stable careers. Even many remote jobs here are hybrid. with occasional trips to Patrick Space Force Base or Kennedy Space Center. In short, if you're looking to build a career that feels meaningful and forward-looking, this region is hard to beat. Getting around. Once you picked your neighborhood and job, the next big question is how to get around. Transportation on the Space Coast is all about convenience and flexibility. Melbourne Orlando International Airport offers regional flights. While many local use Orlando International, MCO, we have SR 528 Beachline Expressway for national and international travels. Excitingly, Brightline high-speed rail is already operational between Orlando and South Florida, with the Coco Station in active planning. And it's coming very soon. What it means, the house prices in that area will go up, because it will be very, very convenient to get all over the place. And once that complete, it will take a trip day to Miami or West Palm Beach faster than ever. Locally, Space Coast Area Transit runs reliable bus and trolley service, and the live tracking app makes it easy to plan short commutes, or maybe beach trips. That said, most residents keep a car for flexibility. I believe everyone actually have a car, and not just one. Driving is still most practical way to explore everything our long coastline county has to offer. Let's talk about weather, water, and our coastal safety. Living on a coastal is beautiful, but it requires respect for the environment. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June through November, and while not every year brings direct heat, preparation is essential. When I moved here, I learned very quickly that things like impact windows, generator plants, and updated roofs aren't luxuries. They are necessities and a peace of mind. Flooding and storm surges can affect low-lying areas, so always check with FEMA flood map when you're looking for the house, of course. Service center for your zone. Homeowners insurance doesn't cover flooding, so separate flood coverage is often required. Then there is water safety. Rip currents are common across Florida East Coast, and the National Weather Service in Melbourne provides daily beach conditions. I always tell newcomers, swim near lifeguard, respect the flag system, and know the rule, swim parallel to the shore if you're caught in a current. Our beaches and wildlife have lighting rules. The beaches are why most people fall in love with the Space Coast. But living here also means helping protect them. From May 1st to October 31st, we have a sea turtle season. So sea turtles return to nest, and residents are asked to follow strict lighting ordinance to protect hatchlings. That means turning off visible lights by 9 p.m. Of course, if you live next to the ocean. And avoiding the bright outdoor activity near dunes. Different cities, especially Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, and Satellite Beach, enforce their own local rules. Yes, if you don't turn your lights off, you can get those love letters. And it is very smart to check before hosting night gatherings. Wildlife awareness goes beyond turtles. Alligators, for example, are very common in retention ponds and lagoons. The golden rule: don't feed them. Keep your pets away from water edges and only swim in daylight and in approved areas. Respecting nature is a part of Florida's lifestyle. It keeps both you and the ecosystem safe. Our lounge lifestyle. If there is one thing that defends life here, it's the lounge lifestyle. There is truly nothing like hearing the rumble of the rockets in the distance and watching a fiery trail rise over the ocean. Living here, you don't just watch space history, you feel it in your chest. Yeah, right here. Sonic booms for booster landing occasionally shake the windows, but most locals see it as a part of the charm. Launch schedules are public, and the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex offers the best official updates and viewing spots. During those big launches, the traffic can slow down around Causeway like SR 528 and A1A during big launches, but I always recommend embracing the moment. Grab your chair, head to the beach, and join your neighbors for a shared unforgettable experience. We go to Cocoa Beach to watch the rockets, or we just sit across the river from NASA building and watch it so close. What about our schools and continuing education? For families, schools are often the deciding factor in where to settle. Brevard Public Schools consistently rank among Florida's top districts, offering a mix of magnet programs, advanced STEM tracks, art academies. Their school choice process allows family flexibility, but timing is everything. It's best to apply early, start in February, especially for the charter schools, because that's how I get my kids in there. For higher education, the Florida Institute of Technology, FIT, in Melbourne is a gem for aerospace and engineering degrees, while Eastern Florida State College provides accessible programs for nursing, cybersecurity, and lots of trades. I have a bunch of families with kids who boys went over there and have amazing jobs right now. Many families I work with appreciate how education here aligns with region's industries. It's a place where kids can grow up surrounded by innovation, then pursue college or career right in their backyard. Literally, you don't have to go too far. Everyday practicalities. Let's talk about the daily stuff, the things that makes you move easier once you're here. Most of the country is served by Florida Power and Light. We call it FPL, which offers an easy outage tracker for storm season. Trash and recycling vary by city, so double check your collection schedule once you move in. But it is very easy. When you get your bins delivered, literally has a sticker with schedule on it. One of Florida's major perks, no state income tax. And Brevard's property tax rates remain relatively moderate compared to nearby counties. If you're buying, make sure file for the homestead exemption. Of course, I will teach you how to do that. And then you will save our homes cap to protect your property value and limit annual tax increases. Overall, day-to-day life here is manageable, affordable, and full of small conveniences that make coastal living practical and enjoyable. Let's go over your due diligence checklist. Before you finalize your move, here's my personal checklist, the same one I use with all of my clients. Number 1, get at least 3 homeowners insurance quotes. And remember, the flood insurance quote is a different thing, so we have to check that one as well. Ask about the wind mitigation discounts and if you actually need the 4-point inspection or not. But I know lately with every client, 4 points inspection is needed. For condos, we do have to review milestone inspection reports. We have to do SIRS documentation and plan special assessment. Save the Melbourne page for the weather alerts and the county emergency site for storm prep. There are some important websites and apps that you can download to your phone. We have to check the audiences for the turtles, the nesting period, because that's really, really important. Also good to have the storm notification alert. Before deciding on a property, I always recommend draw 2 circles on your map, one around your workplace, and another around your special spot on the beach. So you can go to the beach and watch the rocket launches from there. And then when those 2 circles cross each other, that will be your favorite spot. That's the spot to look for a house. If this is really, really important to you, of course, we'll go over the price and exact location. If you do that, your sweet spot will be right in the middle. So it will be very easy to get from A to B, do the shopping as well, and enjoy our lifestyle. By now, you can probably tell what makes the Space Coast so special. It's not just another Florida region on the rise. It's a place where innovation and everyday life, where the ambition blends effortlessly with calm coastal serenity. Whether you're drawn here by the dream job in aerospace or simply want to wake up to sunshine and friendly community, Brevard County has this incredible way of making you feel right at home. I'm Anna Menchaca with Moving to Space Coast, Florida, and my goal is to make your move as smooth and stressless as possible. From finding the right neighborhood and managing your budget to aligning schools, commutes, and lifestyle priorities. You're thinking about Titusville, Cocoa, Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island, Melbourne, Vieira, or anywhere in between, let's find your perfect spot together. You can call or text me at 321-317-3948. You can email me, I will leave my information down below. And if you'd like to stay in loop with everything happening on the Space Coast, follow me on my social media, my YouTube channel, Moving to Space Coast, Florida, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and of course right here again where we just watched this video. Together, we wouldn't just find you property, we will launch your Florida dream right here on Space Coast.